so much for making your choice. I know it was a very hard decision with all the puppets, but you've made a good choice. These guys go very well with costumes. I sell a lot of them. So here is a video about how to use your puppet and what's in the box. So here's a final look at your puppet before I send him with the extra long tail. Look at that tail. So what's in the box? So in the box you get the puppet and you'll get a, stay there. There we go, it's connected. You'll get a plate and you'll get a magnet. Please don't lose a magnet, it'll be somewhere in your box. Just make sure it's not thrown away. There's a plastic coating on the plates, you can see here. Just peel that off. I just leave it on there for, it's there when I make it, so I leave it on there as a way of protecting it even more till you get it, so you can take it off when you get it. To use the plate, you want to bend it so that it's over your shoulder in a kind of nice curve. So you can just bend this with your hands about here and about here. It's not very strong, hard metal to bend. And then if you're using a t-shirt, you won't need the magnet, but if you're using thicker material like I am, this is velvet, so I've got a magnet on underneath. But if you're using something that's a bit thicker, you need the magnet on because it kind of squishes the fur down. Why am I saying that? You'll get it. If not, you don't need the magnet, it's just there for an extra connection. The magnet and the plate goes underneath the clothing like that, and so that the metal bit is on the top. That's how you use that. For the puppet itself, like everyone, come on, off you go. I'm not sure if I need the magnet or not. Anyway, I've got the magnet on underneath because this is quite thick, fluffy stuff. Okay, like everyone, we love to do exercise before we leave the day. So do your puppets. So grab the puppet and turn the head, and it'll just make the fur. Sometimes this fur gets a little bit stiff under the neck. It just means that it's more willing to move. It just gives it a very free movement, but this guy looks like he's going to have no trouble because that isn't easy to move. Normally they're not that easy when you first start off, but you'll feel as you go like this a few times that it gets a bit looser. Once you've got it there, once you've done your exercise, make sure that the fur, the other thing, oh, I forgot about this. The other thing is, if this has been in a box stored for like a couple of months or something and it's a bit of a curve, this is gravity. But if you've got a curve here, you want to unbend it like that and just go along just a slight bend to get this straight. The straighter the cord, the better the side to side motion will be. Once you've done all that, make sure the feathers in the right spots. So you can have the feathers in, well, this guy actually has this, he's got good, he just sets his feathers like that. You can have the feathers in the front, or you can have the feathers in the back. I have quite a lot of hair, so I like to put them in the back, because otherwise it gets a bit confusing. And grab the cord. So how to use your puppet. Grab the cord, push down. You can watch this a few times to see how I've done it. Push down will make it look up. And then to turn, which is a bit more complicated, turn the top bit, whoops, turn the top bit, hold, turn the top bit, hold. Oh, I'm not doing that properly. One hand, doing it up here is hard. Turn the top bit, hold, turn the top bit, hold, until you feel that there's quite a bit of tension in here. And if you do one extra push, it will get a little bit of extra turn, see that? And then you let go and it will go back to the middle, or you can turn it back to the middle, it depends how fast you want to go. One way will move better than the other way, it's because of the cord. I find usually that, yeah, this side will move a bit better. You can see he's already looking past behind me. And go back the other way, should show you. And then push up, you get a bit of extra turn. And the other thing you can do is you can also hold it, so I'm holding down, pushing it down, and then turning it with still that down tension in, and it looks up. And then you can go like that. So a combination of all this to get to look. The other thing I also suggest is you can move forward and you look up at the same time. So just slowly moving your shoulder gives it a little bit of extra movement. If you subtly move your shoulder, you kind of can get a little bit extra movement. But this guy he's got fantastic movement, so you'll have no trouble with him. Some of them, the fur is thicker, so it doesn't have as good. But this guy has the fur that I love because it's just thin and it moves really well for the puppets. This guy will be in the mail tomorrow after the public holiday. We have a public holiday for a football match this Australia. It's a bit strange sometimes. There's a football game on and everyone goes on holidays. Enjoy, everyone.